Hi guys, welcome to this week's episode of the Kleppo Chronicles. If you're coming in from YouTube, you notice that there's 2 missing weeks. And that's intentional. I screwed up the first week and I really didn't want to give you the second half of what was essentially a long canon one-shot without having the first half. So, you're kind of missing a week of gameplay. Story-wise, we saved a factory, the factory owner died, Amaya done it. We then had a random one-shot that happened 2 days ago, which ended with us doing something at the end of it. We had a town meeting. The town's perfectly okay with us, because the party was just really bad at expressing the fact that it was an accident. So, that about sums up everything we've done since the last episode.
We almost died. As all.
We're not talking about it. So, like I said, welcome back. Is there anything that you guys need to tell me as players about?
Are we still rolling the percentage die for if Whiskers dies today or not?
No.
I mean, do you want me to?
The answer
No.
is no.
No, not today.
Well, he would have lived anyways, so
Okay.
we'll see.
I don't understand.
It's called an actuarial life table, Propane.
It's called Donovan's a nerd.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny
true,
these
though.
allegations.
You just confirmed it. It's okay.
I did not have sexual intercourse in the Oval Office.
I hope not.
That'd be hella good bragging rights, though.
Alright, let me pull up the proper characters here. Oh, your gear is deactivated.
It's a lobster man.
No, he's more than just Lobster Man. I guess that's where we'll pick up. As you guys are having a nice, relaxing, chat with your gear after meeting Enderal, you see him fall to the ground. You assume he's in pain, but it's your gear. He just got shot and cut by his daughter and showed no signs of pain. Is anybody gonna say anything, or is everybody just gonna watch?
Whiskers isn't there.
Amaya is gonna go over to him and try to figure out what's wrong and ask if he's okay. Ask what's happening. Ah, this is why I said to shut your windows.
Well, you can shut the windows.
What a
then.
strange sound effect in the middle of this
Guys, look, it's really hot in my room.
It's not. You only think that because you're sitting next to your.
I'm sitting next to my
space heater.
computer, which makes me really hot, so y'all gonna have to deal with my windows being open. We
I'm
ain't,
fine with that. I'll just take it as ambient noise.
yeah, honk. We can't use Rhythm Bot today, so the busy street outside my dorm provide our sound effects. As your gear is still silent, writhing on the ground, you see his mouth begins to foam.
Oh, fuck.
And like his eyes are just wide open, unblinking. You think he's having a seizure.
Maya does whatever you do when somebody's having a seizure to make sure they
You roll
don't.
them on their side and hold their head.
Can
That's-
can someone make a medicine check?
I
Who's
can
good
make a
at that?
medicine check.
Illyria's good also. Okay, cool.
That is a 17.
Alright. Yeah, he's having some kind of seizure. He's burning up. His body temperature is way above normal. You put him on his side so he doesn't choke on any vomit.
She yells for somebody to get her cool towels to put on his head.
And as she turns back to look at him, she just feels 2 slimy tentacles pulling her closer,
Ew.
just wrapped around her. I'm quite alright. Thank you, though.
What's with these? They're new.
Yes, quite.
Are you okay?
Hello, Japan.
That
He
looks
just
awful.
pokes the tentacles. Yes. Now I can shake 4 hands at once.
Oh no.
What?
Don't take this the wrong way. Not sure how many people would want to shake hands with and she kind of just grabs one of them.
Nonsense. Enderal.
Oh
Is he
god.
still like laying on the ground with Maya holding him?
Yes.
Okay.
Enderal. At which point Enderal's running, like... It sounded like there was a panic. Shake my tentacle. And he just reaches out a tentacle.
Oh my god.
And you guys see a deity turn around and walk away from a man in distress. A deity who does good for the sake of good. Has seen evil. And does not want to shake a squirrel-handed, tentacle-armed man in the tentacle.
Maybe people will get used to it eventually, and then it'll be okay.
Wait, so there's squirrel hands on the end of the tentacles?
No, he has
Oh
his
god.
Oh, that's his normal
he
hand.
has his arms with squirrel hands, and now he also has 2 pairs of tentacles beneath. Not 2 pairs, 1 pair. 1 pair of 2
Okay.
tentacles.
Since you're good now, apparently, I'm gonna let go, and so she's kind of.
He just gently caresses her cheek with the tentacle. You've always been nice to me.
It's what friends are for. She cringes a little bit.
Alright, if you will excuse me, I must go consult my family.
Right. Okay.
I can carry Daughter and Gregory. Well, not Gregory, he's becoming quite fat. I told him he needs to exercise more often, but he refuses. Alright, your gear goes off, and that covers your gear's transformation. A few weeks pass. Your gear spends a lot of time with Whiskers.
But you guys notice that unless it's Ygir, he's literally talking, or Ygir and Marcellinus, he's literally talking to basically nobody, and it's very quiet.
You guys notice that whenever Ygir talks about Whiskers, he no longer refers to Whiskers as friend, buddy, or Whiskers, but instead calls him by the name of, what is it, Scratch? What?
It is Scratch.
Yes, Scratch.
Okay.
It all goes nice. Did anybody decide they wanted to learn to use the shotgun? Other than Marcellinus?
I don't think anyone did.
Nope.
Alright, well. We all do whatever we have said we were doing during downtime.
Which, truthfully, I feel like Jared should have gotten the shotgun because that would be terrifying.
I don't know. Her fists are scary.
Yeah, but what about all those instances where she needed a ranged weapon and then just couldn't and had to skip her turn?
I'm taking care of that issue when I introduce her magical item in the next couple sessions.
Oh.
And I hate myself for doing it. But, one day, we don't all just meet up or anything nice, no. We all get official summons.
Boy.
Like, Molly-san comes directly towards us and says, "Hey, there's government officials looking for all of you. Please
Amaya
meet them in
looks
the town hall
terrified.
at 4 o'clock this afternoon." And she goes and finds every single one of us and says that.
Did they say what they're here about?
No.
Okay.
Bum bum bum.
Ygir would like to gather everybody up beforehand, though.
Who is
Yes.
everybody?
Well, he's gonna have Scratch with him
Okay.
because he thinks this is important for Scratch, and also he's been working with Verzag to make Scratch or he's been working with Amaya and Verzag to make Scratch an official part of our group, whether that be the adventuring group or the ruling the city group, even if he's just like senior assistant advisor to Ygir.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan, do you see my dice bag?
No,
It should be over there.
well, I don't know where it is.
I need them.
Well, you should have found your dice earlier. I see it. It's right over here. You can come grab it. Um, and that's the only person. Oh, does Alker? Would Alker like to attend this meeting, or will we grab Alker afterwards?
I mean, I think Alker would be interested in attending.
Because he himself is not summoned, but Ygir extends the invitation.
And he would come.
Alright. So, he has us all meet up, and he's gonna look Jared dead in the eyes and say, "You didn't happen to kill somebody, did you?"
Don't worry about it.
I
Amaya's
only
just-
ask because if they're here for a murder investigation, we all need to have alibis, and we all need to have a similar story.
Amaya just kind of raises her hand a little bit. About that.
Well, they're probably not here for you killing somebody. Why would you kill somebody?
Factory owner.
Right, well, between you and me, I think we should just let Amaya handle that one herself.
On this episode, Amaya goes to prison.
Maya can get herself out of it, probably, maybe, if I roll well enough.
Alright, well, so, if it's a murder investigation, we all know nothing.
Sounds good.
Same as always.
Alright, and Scratch, if they have any news about attacks on nearby towns, if that is why they are coming.
He will
Important
nod.
to remain calm. Keep your composure. And remind yourself that through terror comes confidence. Through childbirth comes hating your husband. The wise words of Whiff are with us always. Alright, who needs alcohol before we meet with government officials?
Probably none of us would be best.
Ygir starts putting down the flask.
Alker looks kind of disappointed.
We should probably be sober to meet government officials. This could be very important. We need to be professional.
Alright. Who shall do most of the talking? Fredzak or Amaya? I guess Alka, if things were like they used to be, would have you do the talking
Mm.
while we sneak in and steal things from the officials.
Yes.
Whiskers will point to Verdzeg.
Right, well, Scratch thinks Verdzeg should do the speaking. I trust his judgment.
I think it depends on what it's about.
That's what I was going to say.
Alright, well, shall we go and wait then?
Mm-hmm.
You see, Agir is the most fidgety he's ever been. And Alker knows this, as does Amaya. Agir and government officials. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
not a shock.
we all wait in the town hall. Molly-san is also present after a while.
Yeah.
And Enderal also shows up.
Neat.
Gorndu shows up.
Whiskers will wave at Gorindu with his tail.
Kane
Oh.
shows up.
I figured.
He will not wave at Kane.
Gorndu waves
Amaya
at
waves at
Ouch.
Gorndu waves at Whiskers with a little his nub of a leg.
Or Maya will wave
To
at
try
Kane.
to be funny and get a
Kane
laugh
waves
out of
back.
Whiskers. As we wait, yeah. The official was actually late.
Wow. What the fuck?
5 minutes pass, then 10, then 30.
One way to prove that you're important, make them wait for you.
And Drol's just kind of sitting there staring at Molly-san the entire time.
Do you think he died? Like, runs away?
I mean, I don't think anyone would die around these parts. I came through, made sure there was no, imminent danger when I came down here. These parts are fairly safe.
Maya actually says, like, the whole best way to show that you're more important is to make them wait.
It's at this point that the fattest halfling you have ever seen burst through the door, just drenched with sweat.
What, did he run here? Bless you.
Bless,
Bless you.
You know.
bless you, stop.
Thank you. Sorry.
And as he walks closer to us, you see he's actually trying to talk, but all you can hear is
God, same.
and Yagir just looks at him and says, if that is what Gregory turns into, I might have to kill my own son. But after about 5 minutes of wheezing and coughing, the halfling finally is capable of standing up straight. My name. My name is Jas, and I'm here to. I'm here on behalf of Lord Orliktar to bring you in to Werig. he said it's a very important private matter. Oh boy.
Whiskers will walk up to him and offer him water.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh man.
He will then pat him on the head like he's a small boy.
He just kind of like nods at Whiskers and like chugs the water. Ooh, sorry, I was on the wrong side of town when I realized. You guys know it's like a 10-minute walk across town, tops.
Oh, jeez.
This was a 30-minute jog for him. So, Lord Oliktar demands your presence. The presence of the friends who hunt together. Specifically, I wasn't given a description. I know it's not you guys. As he points to Monason and Gorndu. But as for the rest of you, y'all fit it in my book. Y'all look like people who hunt things. So, you are to come with me tomorrow, and I will escort you to Werig. And that's that.
Right?
Okay. Should we bring any official documents?
I mean, you might want, no?
Do you know how long we'll be out of town?
I was just told to get you guys. You said it was something big, though. Something that could destroy a town. Send many people to prison.
Mm,
Something similar to an act of treason. If you guys would have happened to know anything about treason, would you?
no.
No.
Are there any windows in the building?
Not in the conference room that we're in.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
Gear just kind of looks at him. Well, I do know something about treason.
Oh no.
There's never a reason to perform treason. The halfling just, he gets a little chuckle out of himself. You imagine he's a father.
Oh no, dad jokes.
Well, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. If you guys wanna go on without me, I'm gonna find a horse or something to take me.
Whiskers will tap on his shoulder and make the motion that he will roll him if he wants.
Just sits there staring at Whiskers with the, do I be offended? Or is that part of his culture look?
You never know!
I will pass on that one, thank you. Just let me know if you're heading by yourself or if you want me to go with you guys. Because I'm gonna be honest, that's a 4-day trip for me.
You say we need to leave tomorrow?
I mean, I have a deadline. You guys went by yourself. You could leave today, tomorrow, whatever.
What time of day is it right now?
4 o'clock at night.
So yeah, probably tomorrow then, so we can have time to pack our things and everything.
Okay. If you'll excuse me, I need to go take a bath.
Ferdzeg is gonna prestidigitation all over that bad boy and clean him up.
I do appreciate it. And as you're prestidigitating him, he bends over to tie his shoes, and you guys notice he can't.
Oh.
He can't bend over to tie his shoes.
Oh. Does he fall over like a beach ball?
No, he just spends a little bit like before he like kicks his leg up onto the wall a little bit, like bends down as far as he can and barely reaches laces.
Amaya thinks it would be funny if her closet ties his shoes together. But she doesn't like say it to the closet, she just thinks it.
Closet's one step ahead of Amaya, and visibly it rams itself full speed into the back of the halfling's knee.
Oh no!
And he just topples over. And he's just like kind of rolling around, struggling to get up with nothing to hold on to pull himself up.
Whiskers helps him up.
I appreciate all your help today. I salute you, sir.
Whiskers just looks at him and then looks back at the party and just keeps looking back and forth in confusion.
Scratch, I believe he's complimenting you for your services.
Whiskers grabs his hand and shakes it.
Wish there were more good people out there like you, man. He starts waddling off, a little tear in his eye about how nice these people from Shithole are. And with that, I have to go grab my laundry out of the dryer. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
So is killing a factory owner treasonous?
No. I
That's
don't
what I
think so.
thought.
I mean, it isn't.
But I think it would depend. For this culture, I think it would depend on how important the factory owner is.
But he was just like
It isn't legal, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, it's definitely not legal.
But
Okay,
it's not
yeah.
treason.
So we might actually legit not know.
Like, if
Probably not.
he was making steam engine parts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically, if those steam engines were going to, I don't know, steam tanks or something to help a military, or even just a government, then that could be treason.
Hey, what are those steam engines going to, Donovan?
Oh no.
Those steam engines, what were they going to? The factory was making steam tanks and stuff? No, it wasn't. Trains? Okay, trains. So it's not treason to kill him.
Well, it depends on the kind of train. Oh god!
Oh, you guys heard that?
Yeah,
No,
I heard
didn't.
it.
Okay, cool.
I didn't.
It's the engines go towards trains, which are for the official transportation of the state.
Great.
I know
Oops.
Hitler wouldn't be happy about that.
Austin, we're on recording.
And?
He stated a
Are
fact.
you going to censor me? What is this, Nazi Germany?
I hate you so fucking much sometimes.
You brought this upon yourself, Propane.
I
can't
really
help you.
did. So did you guys enjoy my dog videos today?
I did.
Yeah.
Although it makes me really hate my job, so thanks.
I'm sorry.
So like Propane gets to play with dogs, and I get frustrated.
I
Don't
mean,
forget how much more money he makes than us, Lauren.
You know what? I don't want to talk about it.
I was trying to text my boss when I got those notifications, and it made me open the Snapchat in front of a member instead.
oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's not like they were inappropriate. It was just scouts playing fetch. Kira being Kira. She's a pupper.
It makes
They
me want
all
a
are
dog.
puppers.
Yeah,
Dogs
but
are great.
Kira's like 6 months old.
I just need a new collar for my current dog, because hers is broken, so she just gets out.
Well,
Oh god.
Gretchen's a big girl.
I actually really enjoy scrolling through the Independence, Kansas animal shelter Facebook page.
Alright.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
So, guys, I'm back.
Hi, back.
Your gear is going
Hi,
to
back.
look
I'm Zach.
everybody dead in the
Wait.
eyes and say, "We've been colluding with an enemy of the nation."
I forgot about that.
Oh no, it's Marcellinus.
Oh, right. Also, I found the cat I want. His name is Oreo, and he's cute.
Oh, Lord, stop.
I'm sorry.
Scratch, if we go to prison, know that Whiff will help take care of you. She is an excellent cook. Well, not really. She cannot really cook. But Data is an excellent cook. And if you train with her, you two will become the mightiest warriors there is. Whiff never taught me grammar all that well.
And Gigir is teaching Whiskers.
Oh no.
Yagir is having Whiff teach him to teach Whiskers proper language. He still refuses to use it.
Alca's kind of like, didn't Molly Son invite them?
Yagir turns to Molly-san. You have made us commit treason against our great nation. What do you have to say for yourself, woman? Yes, what do you guys notice? Molly-san, looking a little bit in a panic, just vanishes.
That bitch!
Are you fucking kidding?
Maya actually says that.
Just like her. Always running away when the going gets tough. Always making you chase after her.
Shudders.
Kane looks really uncomfortable.
And Draw
Whiskers climb.
just puts a hand on Kane's shoulder. You experience true love, you'll understand what I mean.
Mm.
Kane is
Okay.
experiencing true love right now.
Whiskers
I don't
climbs
know
on
if
top.
what he's experiencing is considered true love.
We haven't talked anything about the relationship between him and Dirk.
No, we have
So-
not.
I feel like both of them would be too awkward to like actually start a
They're
relationship.
both bottoms. It's an issue.
Oh no!
As they
That's
both
awkward.
just like attempt to flirt with one another, but neither of them realize it.
Yeah, and like they end up flirting in like a Discord channel, and neither one does
I was
anything about
kind
it. Moving on. Enderall's just gonna stand up. I'll have you all know, even if you have commit treason working with Marcellinus, he seems a fine man, and you all seem like excellent people. In the eyes of the law, you have done something wrong. Enderall pauses as the DM hands his room keys to Lauren. Heck, she's taking
Can you guys hear me
What?
eating chip?
No.
We can hear you talking about eating chips.
Okay, cool.
But we can't see you eating chips because you're moving so impossibly slow.
What?
Alright, so. He's just like. But perhaps. Perhaps You can find a way out of prison time. There's always a way. Take it from a man with experience.
Do you have any actual advice? Like, tips on how to not go to jail?
You guys see this look of, like, a look of regret. Yes. If they're onto you, run away.
Tried that once before. It did not work out very well.
Yet here you are.
Unfortunately.
As a reformed man myself, you walk a hard path. In the end, you will feel better than you ever have before, no matter what was lost in the process.
Alger just kind of like...
pats Alger on the back as he walks out.
He looks a little sheepish.
As Kane is hearing his goody two-shoes god was once a bad guy who's telling us how to get out of going to prison.
And this is the difference between my two characters.
Whiskers walks up to Alker, and just somehow he has cookies. He's just eating cookies, and he hands one to
Those
Alker
are from
without
Whiff.
even looking at him. Oh.
Whiff baked those, and by Whiff I mean daughter under Whiff's supervision.
Alger gives Whiskers a smile. It's like, oh, thank you.
He says nothing. He just keeps shoveling cookies into his mouth.
Bird's is gonna look at Whiskers.
Are they good?
Whiskers is gonna look at Wordzeg and just start slowing his chewing and getting very self-conscious.
Alker takes a bite. Donovan, are they good?
Bird's is gonna put
They're
his
not.
hand up.
They're not all that great.
I'll give him 2 cookies.
The dad tax.
They could have used more sugar. And they didn't really rise properly, so they're really flat cookies.
3 cookies still, though, so...
They're fine by Whiskers standards because he's literally.
They honestly taste more like crackers than cookies.
Still 3 cookies.
Yeah.
I'll go with
Pretty
it.
cracker.
Alright.
Cookies?
No.
Okay.
Cookers.
Ygir will just kind of look at Whiskers. I just saw that from Screen. Just kind of look at Whiskers like, you know, the Scratch. Sorry. You're like the teenage son I always wish I had instead of a daughter.
Whiskers gives Ygir 3 cookies.
Thank you.
And then wipes his paw off on him.
He doesn't. Before he used to pat Whiskers on the head, but this time he reaches down extra low, making sure like he doesn't touch Whiskers accidentally with the tentacle, and like just pats him on the shoulder.
I thought you were about to grab him with the tentacles, and you were about to have one freaked out rat.
Nope. Nope.
There's gonna be a lot of squeaking.
Just cradling him.
There are gonna be thrown cookies.
Oh, no anti-tentacle Ygir.
Thank God for small miracles.
The only person he willingly touches with the tentacles is Amaya, because he has noticed how uncomfortable it makes her.
Of course.
Good. Balance is restored.
Alright, well. Here's what I think about this whole scenario. If they suspect us of treason, they would have sent more people, unless this is an ambush situation. So everyone be on the lookout. I see Gear gets very paranoid, conspiracy theory kind of. The government is always watching us. They must know everything.
Do you think they just want some info on Mali-san?
No. They gave us this town because Mani-san did so many wonderful things to it. No. What if they are working with her to overthrow us? What if she is going to take over shithole? What if she's planned everything to get us in a position to where the town starts to rely on her instead of us, and then she uses the momentum to topple us and take over the town, hanging us all in the town square to watch?
I shouldn't have said anything.
Whiskers tries to sneak his tail around Ygir's throat.
Ygir will bend down a little bit once he figures out what's happening and allow it to happen and do like a That is the fate that lies for us if we get caught in an ambush. Always be watching.
Whiskers nuts.
Amaya has already just fucking smacked her face and walked out.
Like on the table?
Yeah, she's heard this
Like
shit
this.
before. She's not doing this again.
I'm just imagining her like doing the whole, thing where the model bird like ducks its beak into the glass.
Yes.
I'm just imagining that, but slamming her head into the table. And then leaving.
Alright, well, we should probably tell Masa and Miss Indiana that we plan to leave. Also, Scratch, have you introduced Blue to anyone other than I and Marcellinus?
Oh yeah. You guys, you probably didn't notice. Alker probably noticed because he's got high as fuck perception.
Mhm.
Whiskers is wearing a cape.
Oh.
Wearing a blue cape. And he'll speak in undercommon to his cape. And then his cape will move up and wave at you guys.
What?
He'll just look at you guys and say, Cape is friendkin. Name is Blue.
The cape swirls around and bows dramatically.
God, it's Doctor Strange.
I'm getting more like magic carpet from Aladdin vibes.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Whiskers is pet.
Huh. Fascinating.
Blue is very fun.
Oh, none of it. Would Marcellinus? I'm assuming Marcellinus would have already known that the official was coming to town. Because Aelfric.
Elfric
Or Mali-san.
Elfric commented that there was a fat halfling coming towards the town,
Oh.
but we're talking, this guy looks anything but official, and
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't know if, like, because we knew in advance, didn't we?
we knew when he got here and
Oh,
found
okay.
Molly-san.
Okay.
Should
Because generally, his men, like when they do training, they're still in their uniform.
You also get the impression from him that he's a complete idiot, though.
Oh, okay, cool.
What a mess.
Nothing, I kept it simple while you were gone.
Oh,
Should-
thank you.
Amaya actually already left the room because Ygir started going on about his conspiracy theories about the government watching us.
Oh yeah, Maya's told the story 1,000 times. She's going home to pack.
Should someone let Marcellinus know?
Scratch.
Whiskers dashes out the door.
Does
Thank
someone
you.
want to go with him to make sure that the message is
Wow.
communicated?
Do not
properly?
worry about Scratch. He is a lot smarter than you give him credit for.
Okay.
How's how are Alker's pants secured to his body?
Belt?
Damn it.
Why?
Belt.
I'm pretty sure he was gonna pants me.
About this guilt.
Yeah. Ygir has been learning humor from Scratch.
Good.
Alright, but what would everybody like to do for the evening?
I mean, I'm fine.
Birdzag is just gonna go back and pack.
And say Maya just goes back and packs and tells Teresa that she has to go to, what is it? I forget the name of the city. Werig.
Alright.
I
Yeah.
guess going to pack, yeah.
Whiskers is going to help Marcellinus hide his men's gear just in case.
And
And it's
what Marcellinus notices when he sees the fat halfling is walking is such a hassle for him that he could be running the flag of the Vishkarian Empire right in front of the halfling's face, and he would be too blinded by sweat and squinting his eyes in pain to be able to see.
yeah, but even still, Marcellus doesn't. If this guy got here without, you know, without Aelfric realizing it was an official of the government, then he's going to take more precautions, and his men from now on are going to be wearing like street clothes and using like basic non-sigiled equipment.
Alright, what his men notice that the elderly women are providing a lot more services to them now. They're baking
no.
pies more often.
Oh no!
They're inviting them to the farmers market.
Oh no!
I think they just want to fuck.
I know.
Now they just want somebody who can trim the hedges without, you know,
Trim
feeling
the
like
hedges.
they're in pain for the next 2 weeks.
Oh well, Marcellus's men would gladly do that. I mean, they're all pretty polite when it comes to that kind of stuff.
They love their gardens, but it sure does pain them to maintain their gardens. Alright. When the party next meets, they see... Also, here's a fun interaction, Austin.
Okay.
Whiskers is riding atop a wolf.
Hmm? What?
Ygir. Ygir has been practicing with Whiskers for if he needs to move fast, why not ride on the back of a wolf?
Oh.
Or a bear. It'd be a black bear, or a wolf. Or a giant wolf spider.
Oh god.
Make it a spider.
No,
Nothing will ever attack us.
that's not true.
But as Whiskers dismounts, Ygir shifts back. Wow. I found it to be rather good exercise carrying somebody atop my back. It's a really good warm-up to the day. Is everyone prepared to figure out the government's going to kill us all, and steal all of our possessions and erase our families from the memories of life?
I'm ready for that not to happen.
don't know the government like I do. They created me. And he just stares Halker down. Non-blinking. You show weakness, they're onto you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, well, let's zoom on out of here, shall we? We'll skip to the fun parts.
Zoom zoom.
So,
Gotta go
random
fast.
encounter table. Vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
That's motorcycles? That's
No,
random
there's
encounter table booting up.
There's a
who
lot
became
of
going
people
to a
who drive
motorcycle?
Chargers and crap around campus, and drive
just-
like absolute assholes.
You guys will see Whiskers pull up with the Harley.
It's you gear as a bear just.
Oh my god, I would love to see Whiskers, like, with a motorcycle.
You'd have
Talk
to
to
have one
Lara
of those like
about that.
skull caps with the spike on the top.
Talk to Lara about that.
He's not German though. That's Verteg.
But it's still like it's Harley thing.
No.
Alright guys, we make
As
it
well as
we make it to Werig without any issues.
Cool.
And once we get to Werig, we have to pay the toll.
Oh.
So, yeah, everybody, 1 gold piece.
I remember that movie.
1 gold piece.
I do too.
me too, but I don't remember how.
I don't want to lose a gold piece.
Too bad.
Well, then you're not getting into that boys' hole.
What if you don't have a gold piece?
You
What's
should
it called?
have 400.
How about that?
What?
No, I do. I was just wondering what happened if we didn't have one.
I was gonna say Maya would pay for you, but
What'd you do with 400 gold pieces? You see Verdzag shaking slightly, a little bit of white dust around his nostril. Nothing.
See, I was imagining him eating the gold pieces.
What?
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a logical thing.
It's just where my brain went.
It's just orcsy gold piece.
You never know.
As we have this conversation in character,
Oh no.
the guards are just kind of looking at us like, why would an orc eat a gold piece? What kind of idiots do you think they are? And the other guy's like, what if they were talking about tribal orc though? Yeah, if a tribal orc were to eat a gold piece, would that be considered a normal thing? Oh yeah, if we're talking about tribal orc, that's an entirely different story. And you just started a debate that will spread across the entire city. Would a
Oh,
tribal
God.
orc eat a gold piece?
Oh no.
what have we started?
Is it an African tribal orc? Or what was the other one from Monty
A
Python?
European.
Yeah, or European.
Alright guys, as we make our way to the Capitol building, which we have never been inside. We were invited to it once after we won the Grand Hunt, and were invited to a grand feast that we declined to attend because many of us and government officials do not mix,
Specifically, Maya and Agir.
and Jared and anybody.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
Kane died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's also not dead anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, would
Oh,
Kane be there?
He'd probably. No?
He technically doesn't have to go. Honestly, the halfling was only supposed to fetch one of us,
Oh,
and he's an
he's
idiot.
just retarded.
Hey,
Austin?
hey, he
We can't use that word on
he
stream.
prefers the term slower than normal.
King probably would have stayed back to stay with the church. Also, because Molly-san kind of has him wrapped around her finger, so.
Oh, Molly-san's nowhere around.
Mm.
We haven't actually seen her since she disappeared.
Even more reason for him to stay
I'm
back.
claiming in his canon that Molly-san is 100% picking Kane.
It's not.
Definitely.
Wait, what?
Canon.
Can you repeat that?
I'm claiming it as canon that Molly-san is 100% pegging Kane as payment for resurrecting him.
I agree.
Currently canon.
Yep.
Do we get a vote?
Donovan, no, you were supposed to be supposed to disprove it.
Look, Molly-san can change into the form of a hot man.
See, but that wouldn't be pegging.
I mean, he could just get a strap on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She wouldn't actually use her own bits. She'll just turn into like the form of a hot man without any dude. Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah. Lauren, like, no more.
What's the exact definition of pegging, though?
All right, we
I
reached.
believe lost.
It's worth a Google.
We
Someone get on
reached
that.
the
I'm
Capitol
curious.
building of Werig.
Mm-hmm.
I'll Google it.
There are
Okay,
there
with
are
a strap-on dildo.
okay, yeah, thanks. There are no guards. It appears to be kind of a public area. Like people are coming in with various, like, you hear somebody reciting a list of complaints against the city. You see somebody carrying what appears to be a child into the building. Like, I'm talking a newborn into the building.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
No.
No, it's the Orcish naming tradition. In, essentially signing the birth certificate. But this is pretty much just like a public town hall area where there's probably hundreds of people coming and going every hour.
She gay.
And as we enter, there is a line of 17 people ahead of us to talk to a receptionist.
Oh god, we have to wait in lines.
There is no ticket system. It is, in fact, just a queue.
We're backing in.
Do you think we could get people to trade spots with us?
This is how they start with their plan. They force you to wait. They watch. They make you squirm with anxiety to weaken you.
How about just some of us wait and is there like seating area or something?
No, there is not.
Oh, I was gonna say the rest of some of the party could sit down while the rest of us wait in line. Never mind.
But you see, the receptionist is handling people fairly quickly. It appears to be a pretty young orc woman. And there's probably in his mid-30s human male next to her, kind of like handling half of the paperwork that she slides over. They are zooming through this. You figure probably only be 10 minutes of waiting in line.
Okay, that's
Oh, okay.
Whiskers pokes Verdzeg and then points at the orc lady and starts making a kissy face.
No,
He's not
Scratch,
his
remember, he already has claimed a woman of his own.
Okay, do we know about that yet though?
No.
No.
I say, did he ever tell anybody?
Ygir's not in reference to Maya's mom.
Okay.
He's in reference to Eulera. That
What?
special secretary relationship.
Likey, I know likey.
I did not.
So after 10 minutes pass, Ygir can, he can barely, like, look the receptionist in the eye as we, like, all move forward to approach. He's like shifty looking around, trying to find any evidence that there's something like an ambush waiting to happen.
Whiskers will help him by looking under carpets.
Amaya, like, just puts a hand on his shoulder and it's gonna be okay. Nobody's gonna ambush you.
Scratch, the first thing to learn about life is always expect an ambush to happen when people will say there isn't going to be an ambush.
Whiskers stands up straight and salutes him. And goes back to searching.
You're both being paranoid.
See, now I feel like there is going to be an ambush. Solely so the universe will prove Amaya wrong.
I'm
Whiskers
sorry.
will wave Alker over to help him.
Excuse me, what are you saying about an ambush?
He's paranoid and odd, and just ignore him. Sorry.
Alker will help.
Well, how can we be of service to you today?
We're the friends who hunt. We were summoned.
Right, you weren't supposed to be here for another 2 days traveling with the halfling.
He told us we could travel separately if we wanted to get here faster.
Yes. Eslin is a very slow man. Well, we do not have an appointment for you for another 2 days. However, I might be able to see if you can enter sooner.
This is Orc Russian.
You don't know.
Oh no.
I kind of started saying something with a slight unintended speech impediment, and I was like, we're gonna roll with it.
Isn't how all of your accents come about?
Look, I take me not being able to speak, and I warp it to be an affidavit. Stop making fun of me. Beep. Alright.
Hi, baby.
No.
Hi.
No, not you.
Nath will take care of you. And the man just kind of, oh, yeah, right. Follow me, I guess.
Heavy boy.
And he kind of walks his way around the counter. As she said, my name is Knife, and let's go see if I can squeeze you into the busy schedule of Oliktar.
I'm sorry, what did you say his name was?
Knife.
Okay.
Nath?
I thought you said knife.
Nath. How do you spell that?
K-N-A-F-E.
K.
Like knife, but with an A.
Knife.
Wait. A-A-N-F-E?
No.
K-N-A-F-E.
It's
K-
literally just knife, but replace the I with an A.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Austin and Donovan.
Thank you guys.
No.
You're welcome.
Okay. But Nath leads us further into the building, but and it's honored to be meeting you all. Big fan of the hunt. Tried hunting as a kid once, couldn't shoot the deer, so that was terrifying experience as my father made me hold the dying body in my hands. I'm a vegetarian now.
Whiskers will walk up to catch up with him and point at his halberd.
Yes, you
Insinuating that he could use that instead of a bow.
And it seems more like a threat.
Yeah, yes, you have a weapon.
He just smiles and nods and goes back in line.
Right, well, so, hold on. You won the hunt for the last year, right?
Yes.
So that was, what, Shithole?
Yep.
How's Shithole doing? I've heard, it's a up-and-coming location.
Who wants to answer that?
Whiskers doesn't, he just gets real sad.
Amaya glances at Werig. This is all you now.
Well, we have had some bumps in the road, but we are improving.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Your gear just leans into scratch. First, they start by weakening your morale. Do not show weakness.
Whiskers stands upright and looks very serious now.
God, he is making me paranoid.
You should always be paranoid when it comes to the government.
Amaya leans over to Alker. You should know by now to ignore anything he says about government conspiracies.
I know, but the fact that he keeps going, it makes me think that because you like called him out, that it's going to happen. Just because
It's like that
the
one
universe
time.
wants to spite you.
It's like that one time that Amaya said it would be an easy job, and that there's no way we could be caught. And look what happened. We almost got caught.
But we didn't.
Well,
But you didn't.
not all of us. And he looks towards Alger. It's like, but somebody almost did.
Anyways.
What he's in reference to is the one time that Alker made a super easy escape, like right in front of the guards, and they didn't even notice, and everybody thought he died for like a week.
Sounds like something that would happen, yeah.
Ha, good times. Alright, well, anyways, Orlata is a very busy man. I'll go in and speak with him to see if he has any time in his busy schedule for you all. Excuse me. And he enters. It's not even like a doored room. There's just a nice archway, and you can see Orlata kicked back, taking a nap. A large orcish man, boots on desk, just taking a nap in his office. You can see he's got quite a large bald spot. When we saw him at the festival, he had a full head of hair.
Whiskers gets very concerned and just very haphazardly climbs on top of Verzag and starts rubbing his head looking for a bald spot.
Oh, what?
He's concerned that you're going to start aging rapidly.
Just let it happen. Just kind of let this rat boy just do what he does.
Like a monkey looking for insects.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Now you're calling him a monkey.
No,
That's
I'm
racist.
How is it racist?
He has black fur.
Does he? I thought he had gray fur.
No. Well, it's a little gray now since he was tortured, but it was originally black.
Let's just pretend
So,
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend.
We usually do.
You guys see, Nafe whispers something to Orlata, like gives him a light shake, and then whispers something again. And he just opens his eyes up a little bit, reaches out his arm, and grabs something off the desk, and quickly slides a toupee onto his head.
Oh.
Right. Come on in. And Nafe walks out. And as he walks out, you hear Nafe whispering an incantation under his breath. I would like everybody to make, I believe it's wisdom saving throws for some.
Oh no!
Oh, is this on a truth?
It is Zone of Truth.
While this is happening, Whiskers is gonna climb up.
I'm not 20'd.
Fuck.
I've got 2.
That's 24.
I charisma save.
Wisdom.
No, wisdom.
Oh,
Wisdom,
Zone of
oh.
no Zone of Truth, charisma.
Oh, charisma.
Oh.
That's a 28 then.
I mean,
And I
that's
got
a-
a
still a
10.
two.
That's a
And now-
17.
But Whiskers is gonna climb off Vertag and just hover to the ground.
Okay, now I have a 10, not a 9.
Jared.
Why did it just say 10 at the bottom?
Because it was originally a wisdom, but
Oh,
they changed it to charisma.
I didn't realize that was you. I thought it was a weird glitch.
No, okay.
Oh no,
so-
that was me. I'm a weird glitch.
Right,
It's okay,
well,
we still love you.
Thanks.
Olikta, listen to nothing the orc and the Asima have to say. They're not bound to the truth.
But the speakers.
Alright. So, everyone have a seat. And as he
fuck.
kicks his foot onto the ground, you guys see some chairs slide up from the corner of the rooms. Of the room, it's a singular room. Don't quite recognize all of you. Only one of you is supposed to come.
Oh, the halfling didn't tell us that only one of us was supposed to come.
I was kind of hoping the fat fuck would die on the way there, not gonna lie. We
It took so long to get there.
we
kinda
started
thought it
a health plan, and he's driving up our costs a lot.
You could fire him.
No. We have no reason to fire him other than him driving up our cost for the health plan. It's a union thing.
Okay, shrugs.
Whiskers will set his halberd down on what was his name?
Olikta.
Oh, on his desk, and then just walk away so that he's disarmed.
It's a nice weapon you got there. Don't remember that being used to kill a bullet.
He wasn't in the original group when we killed the bullet.
Yeah.
Actually, this is awkward. Oh no, your gear's with us. I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute. Maya and Wordzag are the only.
Oh wow, Jared! Wow.
Wow,
Jared.
wow.
I always forget about Jared.
Oh!
He's actually gonna look at Jared and Ygir. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
since those two are not cooperating with our little spell,
Can we
I'm gonna be
choose
doing
to
the
fail while
talking to
killing?
you two. Nope.
Damn. To be fair, we didn't know there was a spell being cast.
Now I feel a little left
You always
out.
gotta be ready. Sharp mind, sharp wits.
Whiskers nods his head and
I
takes it.
appreciate you thinking, but also disappreciate you not thinking that maybe it's standard procedure. So, Jared, can you confirm that you all were present in Tress within the past month?
You have to tell the truth.
Hold on. A creature that enters the spell area for the first time or starts its turn there. Oh. On a failed save, you can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
So what does that
Pinocchio,
mean?
you're way
An
through
affected
this.
creature is aware of the spell and thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature
So-
can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
Oh.
What was the question again?
Have you all been in Tress in the past month?
Funny you should ask.
Oh no.
You see, it's I can give you the straight up answer, or
I would appreciate it.
The answer no question.
no, Or do you like,
Oh god.
sir?
Alright, I can see
Falling
you're
apart.
struggling with this one. That was
falling
a
apart.
yes or no question.
Do you like, books? Because, we have a wordsmith who, he knows books.
Right, I can see why you never talked at the festival.
Um,
Please stop.
um,
Alright, I'm going to take her roundabout answer as a yes.
next question, please.
Alright, moving on.
Oh god.
Next question. Yeah, gear. Do you think my toupee looks bad today? Well, sir, it honestly looks quite awful. You probably should have gone with something 2 shades lighter to match your natural hair color a little better, but that's just me.
Oh.
Dave! I told you so! Sorry, sir! Alright. Well, I can't trust anything you have to say, Maya. But I have heard from a little mole that we had placed within an orc tribe who we were subtly controlling that there was a factory attacked. Now, can anyone who's affected by our little zone of truth confirm that statement?
Mr. Chris wasn't there.
Aren't factories attacked like all the time?
No, they are not.
I mean, the factory was attacked, Jared. You can go ahead and confirm it. You were there.
Right. But it's a funny story, actually.
We had nothing to do with the factory. No, just it's
Quite hilarious, actually. Haha.
By the way, if if you like milk, I know a guy I can get you to hook up with the good stuff.
Look, could you
I
just-
do enjoy milk in my tea, however, I know a fine small town farmer that provides me my own milk. Thank you, though.
I have a suggestion. Now that we know the whole zone of truth thing is part of procedure, and I expect the spell, would you be able to recast it, and I could voluntarily
Nath
fail
can
it?
do that once per day.
Oh, I apologize then.
We've been trying to put him through school, and it is not working out.
Oh.
However, he did design our health program, so for that, I congratulate you, Nath. So, I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. I know that firearms were being produced in that factory.
Oh, I don't even think we knew that.
Well, then tell me why you killed him. Because we were trying to get there first. Mind
Killed
you,
who?
the damn owner of the factory. Alright, I know he's not the smart one of the group.
Who?
That really hurts.
Alright, Jared,
Oh, okay.
can you confirm or deny that your party was involved in the killing of the factory owner?
The party wasn't.
Amaya's part of
Well-
our party, therefore.
Part of the party, but the party wasn't involved in that. She did not inform any of them beforehand. She was separate from the party in that instance.
Our party is the people presently here,
Oh,
not the game term of party.
I apologize. Then never mind. Ignore me trying to loophole us out of this.
Just say no.
Whis-
Just say no because you cannot confirm or deny it.
Whiskers will tap Jared on the arm and then stand up, tall, and say, "No, no, 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 no." He was not there, so.
Thank you, Whiskers.
But he does not know.
Thanks, Whiskers. Well, it's a funny story, actually.
Orlick Todd just sits back, crosses his arm, and he's now looking at Jared. Really, I sure do love to hear your funny stories.
No.
Elias is looking at Jared with this look of, please don't fuck this up.
You see, I can't really, I'm hungry, so it's hard for me to think on an empty stomach. So,
At which point, a very terrified orc man walks into the room. Stephen here has been telling me everything he learned about your party.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch.
That's snitch.
Stephen's been working for us. I sent him undercover.
I
Years
told
ago.
you we should kill him.
What? You didn't tell me about this.
Of course not. I gotta have plot twists sometimes. You just made it very convenient.
Fuck you.
Why the fuck? Hey, is Yolera here?
Oh,
Yulara's not here.
God damn it. Fuck.
Now, Stephen told me that you and Maya were involved in the killing of the factory owner. You allowed us to acquire a large amount of those firearms that he had denied selling us. I congratulate you.
Oh,
Oh.
you're welcome then?
And I would appreciate if you all could help me with another act of treason against our country.
Wait, what?
Mine is just like super taken back and confused. Like, wait, I'm not in trouble? I'm not getting arrested?
Your quick thinking skills and powers of investigation seem to be mighty fine. So, it's a matter of national importance. This could end with many people in prison, possibly for life.
You
The whole
deserve
city
it?
could fall apart.
Who would be going to prison? And
Oh,
what city?
one second here. Nafe! And Nafe comes running in. Give me the file. Nafe runs back. Hold on, this takes him a little bit. We're reorganizing. The alphabetical filing system is no longer appropriate. We have far too many files with the letter D.
D?
Yes. One of the most popular files is us investigating a popular new trend of children exclaiming, "D's nuts!" followed by the term, "Got him!"
God damn it.
At which point Nafe gets back. Alright. We are looking into the town of Balnar. You might recognize those who own it. You all remember the huntsmen, correct?
Oh, those. Yeah.
Whiskers will shake his head.
Alright, well. You all remember the core duo, correct? Evil Estravian, elf who very tragically died 2 years ago. He was a friend and a hero. I believe I overheard you all referring to him as elf asshole, elf boy, things along those terms.
Yeah, much.
Sorry. Stow Inland. Do you all recognize that name at all?
No, we didn't bother really to learn any of their names.
I don't recognize that one either. I went to many dinners with them, let me tell you. Actually, that might be the old ruler that they kicked out. I'll have that one looked into. But Ravon Scribbin, fine woman she is. Except for one thing. She hasn't been paying her taxes. We are getting less and less money each year, even though their population should be providing much more taxes than what we're receiving. We need you to investigate their tax fraud.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, I never kid, boy.
I don't know what all any of us know about tax fraud.
Bird dog?
Yeah, you're our best bet.
My specialty is not in taxes.
Well, I don't expect you to read through books. Oh, I expect you to find a liar amongst their midst.
Oh, thank God. That's so much better than tax fraud.
Should you succeed, I'll ignore your little incident interest. And should you fail, please note that we will be keeping a close eye on Shithole. And should anything strange happen, we will be there.
Uh-oh.
And
Video.
Ygir leans in towards Whiskas. I told you, they're always watching.
Whiskers nods, looking at Ygir, and then narrows his eyes at the orc.
so, how many people are we like investigating?
Well, quite technically, Ravon is the woman who collects and sends the taxes to me. However, she is not what many people would call the brightest of women.
So she's probably got somebody helping her with collecting.
That would be correct. Now, mind you, I'm not saying she is dumb by any means, but mathematics is not her strong suit. That was Evol's job until he died tragically.
Amaya telepathically says to her closet, oops.
Somewhere in the room, you just hear a slight chuckling before the closet remembers and stops covering its mouth. Right, whoever had that strange gas, I advise you to step out of the room next time.
Whiskers will point to Elker. And Hunter's nose.
I did, I don't even know what happened.
Anyways, while you all investigate tax fraud, looks like I'm going to be looking into who screwed up this file. It was 2 huntsmen that should have been named on here. For some godforsaken reason. Hold on. Bring me the file for Shithole. I need to make sure Gorndu still isn't on there now. Naif is now running looking for Shithole. Right, well, I'm not giving you a timeline. Tax fraud is something that takes practice. You have to learn how they think. This could be months. This could be years. You could come back in 2 days with some person and I'd say, great. But I don't know if you're lying to me. So feel free, take your time. There's no rush to this. I would prefer you finish it before the next tax season.
So where is this woman?
You are looking for the town of Balnor. Drawing it on the map.
The thing you're pinging?
No, that's not him. That's me.
Is it this thing? No, it's not.
It is now that
What
town
the-
labeled Balnor.
That is so far.
Oh, don't be a little bitch.
I'm just saying. It's by
We
a
love
lure.
Is it really that far?
It's really not.
It's less than 10 days away.
Oh, fuck.
10 days.
Man, if Kane came, he would have been right by a lure. He could have been like, hey, parents that hate me. How you doing?
I met my god, he's kind of a creep.
There's
Yeah.
where Emerald spends most of his time when he's not, on this, on seas.
Oh, also, I'm taking my sister with me because fuck you guys.
That's kidnapping!
She would come with. It's not kidnapping.
Alright, well,
Nothing.
And she's an adult. Good.
while you're
Adult
all
napping.
here, I've been thinking, perhaps next year you do not participate in the hunt. I think it would be rather unfair, as we learned from the huntsman, to have one team just
Okay.
destroying the competition each year.
Just wouldn't want to turn out like them.
Instead, we shall utilize you in the greatest of fashions. You shall lead the hunt, but you shall go easy. No more boulette surprises.
That was a surprise to us too. Don't worry.
And should a party beat your hunting score, then they shall receive extra rewards. And should you best all of your opponents, then we shall give a nice contribution to the town of Shithole.
That sounds really nice, actually.
Alpha raises his hand.
Yes, tiefling.
So I was not part of the hunt, and neither was Whiskers here. So would we still be able to?
He just kind of like looks at you all. No offense, but you do not appear to be the hunting type.
I mean, I'm not. I'm just wondering.
Well, you are not part of the reigning champions, so I do not see why you would be disallowed
Cool.
from the competition.
Alright, I will see if I can use this to my advantage.
Do remember you need a team of at least 4.
Fuck.
Oh, you can join Teresa's team.
Right. The feminine power. One.
No offense, but I don't think I want to join your girlfriend.
Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just say her girlfriend's team?
As soon as you say girlfriend, you get like.
No, I did
Should
not.
this relationship pursue, her team will be disallowed from the hunt.
Wait, I said her friend. Like, what are you... Fuck, I'm still in the honesty zone. I just remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just gonna shut up then.
Why would it disallow Teresa from the hunt?
That's just what you kids would call a joke.
Oh.
These nuts. Got him. Sir, you're using it wrong. Got him. Next up, Nafe is teaching me the term yeet. Also the term swag.
Oh no!
I look forward to learning the slang of our streets.
Right, well, have fun with that.
Yeet. I can hear Sarah in the
I like to imagine Mr. Jared's laugh in the office.
Alright, you all go. Jared, please treat yourself to some milk. You tried awfully hard to communicate today.
Thank you.
Oh wow, she turned that laugh off real quick.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Whiskers is gonna make sure to grab his halberd before leaving.
Alright. I mean, or you cop, make sure he doesn't want some random halberd. sitting by his desk. He doesn't know how to use a halberd. He doesn't want people to think he can. He's a great sword guy. He's not a halberd guy.
So are we going straight to Balnor from here, or are we heading back to Shithole to inform people where we're going?
We could always send a messenger back. It's not like people are paid with that being their job.
That's what I was going to suggest if we were going straight to Balnor from here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just vanish without telling Teresa how long I'm going to be gone. She'll get worried again.
Oh god.
First rule of being married, Scratch. Always tell your significant other where you're going and for how long. Second rule of being married, Scratch. Never tell them exactly where you're going. You can say you're going out with just friends, but if you do not specify which friends, then you are in trouble.
Whiskers will pull out a little note, piece of paper and scribble down on it with some charcoal, and then tuck it away.
So who is even taking care of the town while we're gone? Marcellinus?
Well, it's not like Kane is still there.
I didn't know to say that Kane guy.
I don't know. He seems pretty incompetent when it comes to town management.
Yeah, he just does mostly church stuff.
I imagine that Mani-san, Masenmis, and Kane probably under the guidance of Gondu.
Well, Molly's all fucked off, so.
Alright, well, then Kane, Masenmis, and Gondu.
Okay.
They'll manage on their own for a while.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
I mean, meta talking here, if the ranks in Vishkar for Praetor are the same as in ancient Rome, then Marcellinus would have experience governing, so.
He's also probably the smartest of that group. I mean, Gordu's smart, but like...
Wow, Gondu, a retired wordsmith.
I don't know how
He's smart, but...
I forgot how smart Marcellinus is.
Yeah, but he's older, though.
Wow!
Marcellinus
Wow, an old guy...
Like,
An old guy has
yeah,
to have a
he's-
bad memory. Is that what you're saying?
He's above average intelligence at 15. But...
I mean, I guess that's kind of my experience with old guys.
Oh.
Well, Gondu's intelligence is like 18.
Oh, fuck. Well, fuck me then.
Yeah, you little bitch.
He's obviously not charismatic.
Little baby back bitch. Marcellinus is charismatic as fuck, so
Yeah.
he's got that covered.
Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Wow.
I'm trying to cover my ass, thanks.
Gorndu's smarter than Alker.
Gordu.
Most people aren't
lived
as
a
smart
pretty
as
long
Gordu.
Alright.
How intelligent is Kane?
Ironically enough, Birdzeg is not as smart as either.
No, Kane has 12 intelligence. Fuck me.
But he is wise.
Alright, but as we're leaving the building, you...
Oh my god, Elker's smarter than Marcellinus.
Yeah.
Ulker's smarter than a 5th grader. Wow.
I'm sorry.
As we're leaving, you see, just a few people are standing around a notice board reading. The daily news and the weekly news have their own separate billboards. Somebody is stapling up a few different pages to the weekly news. There is an upcoming circus that's going to be coming in the next 3 days. The weekly farmers market has been canceled due to parasites being found in the local farmers' crops, and that is being investigated. A new blacksmith is opening up and having a celebration party an opening party in 2 days. There's a warning being posted that just says warning in big script, and everything else is really small. And you can't read it without getting closer.
Whiskers
The
will
weather
look into
report
it.
for the next week
Oh.
is posted.
I'd like to get closer and read the note that says warning.
Whiskers would too.
Alright. So, as you get close and read the note that says warning, warning, please refer to the weather report.
Oh.
Dangerous weather has... sorry. The stormy season approaches. Make sure to constantly check the weekly weather report to make sure you and your family have safe travels.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Same.
okay.
But while you're here, you do hear people talking as they're checking the weather report.
What do they say?
So it appears to be a family of half-elves. Not a family, but husband and wife. They look like they're merchants, just based off the fact that they got a little bit of ka-ching. Wow. Storms are moving in. I was going to say we could return to Bone to sell our goods, but storms are coming. There are people talking about orcs near the bridge.
Where they say they need to go?
Bolm.
Okay.
Not where we are going.
Not Balnor, Bolm.
That's what I thought you said. I just double checked.
I mean, between orcs and storms, I guess we could really justify having another week to our vacation, don't you think? The business doesn't really need us to run anyways. We've got enough employees who can handle themselves. Another week won't hurt. But, they just keep having a small conversation about certain employees that they like and dislike now, as they skim through the rest of the notices. Commenting on, ooh, circus, if we're gonna be in town, we might as well visit that. Comment on the large group of people standing around awkwardly.
Oh, we probably leave at that point.
I didn't know if he was like hinting that we should go to the circus or.
Nah, there was something tucked away in there.
Is it that we're a freak show?
Well, we should
It's
find
okay.
a messenger to send back to Shithole and then prepare everything for traveling to Fall North. Looks like it. Sounds like it'll be rough travels with weather.
There is a guild dedicated to messengers.
Whiskers will walk up to the half-elf couple real quick,
Alright.
and he'll tug on the man's shirt gently.
Oh my! Oh! I'm so terribly sorry, I didn't see you.
He'll wave and smile.
Hello.
He'll say, I heard you say something about work things at the bridge?
Yes, the bridge between Edric and Bone, there's been some orc trouble. They made us pay a toll when we came here, and I have learned that they're not legally associated with any part of our nation. It's an illegal toll.
Huh. Are those the same ones that we met?
Whiskers will wave Verdzag over.
What?
They say orc things bad at bridge.
Yes,
We said-
I heard.
We
He had.
do we kill?
This is not our city.
And it's not exactly on our way.
Where's Chris? What this looks at? Fuck off.
We can do it on our way back, perhaps.
If they come to shithole, we will sick the scratch on them.
The what?
The scratch.
Oh, I thought you said Stitch, and I was like, I didn't know that we had just copyright.
You don't.
Way to go. The big mouse is gonna shut us down now. It was nice streaming with you guys. Tune in next time as we talk about copyright notices. Alright. But Ygir will just pull sketches and say, "This is why governments do not work. Majority votes are always required, and we are not the majority, we are only the minority. Never trust the majority. If everyone thinks something, it might not always be right."
Whiskers will nod and write down on his little piece of paper again.
Always go with your gut instinct.
Whiskers will look confused and point to his stomach.
What?
He said gut
Sorry.
instinct.
Let me rephrase that. You have not learned the sayings that Withis has been teaching me. If ever you believe something to be true, and you begin to have doubts because of what others have told you, believe first in yourself.
Hearing this, Whiskers will immediately run over to Alker, climb on top of him, and start pulling on his horns to see if they're real.
Those are real, Whiskers. Please don't.
Oh! He'll just pat him on the head, but he'll stay on
It's
his shoulders
strange.
and hold on to the horns.
I had the first thought when I met Alka. We might have
What?
more in common than we thought, Scratch.
I'm fine with you sitting up there. Just don't pull on my horns again. It was a part of me, it kind of hurts.
Maya's suddenly happy that being ASMR doesn't add any extra, horns or tails or anything.
Oh no, not my tail too.
Whiskers suddenly feels very tall. He just starts looking around over all of the people.
Alright, we might
Are
be...
we leaving or what?
Yeah, what would you guys like to do?
Leave, maybe?
Talk to the messenger guild.
Oh, that
Alright.
too.
So, the Messenger Guild. Are you gonna talk to the secretary? Or talk to, there's a few messengers that, this is gonna sound really weird. They're kind of like on standby, just waiting to be given a job.
We'll talk
They're
to
like
them, it'll probably be
horses ready to
faster.
run.
It'll probably be faster just to talk to them.
Alright. There are currently 4 that are just waiting around, sort of chatting with each other, waiting for jobs.
Okay.
2 of them are humans in their early 20s, seem fairly fit people. One is a young elven woman, or she looks young. It's hard to tell with those elves. One is an orc man. Who?
Is he balding?
No.
Okay.
But he looks like he has a horse do most of his walking for him.
Oh,
So he's
that poor
fat.
horse.
He's a little chubby.
Poor horse.
But with a horse, you'd get there faster.
Not when you're fat.
Yeah, it slows the horse down. As
And
opposed to someone that's not fat.
as we approach, you hear him say, and that's when I said, poker, I hardly know her.
I'm sold.
I suddenly hate him.
I suddenly love him.
And like, they're all laughing. They seem to like hang out a lot. And it's like, Gerald, you are just such a jokester.
Do they seem? Is it sincere?
It's like that. Oh man, he makes jokes like this all the time.
Oh God.
Oh no.
It's like when I laugh at Donovan's jokes.
Oh.
Donovan's jokes are golden pure.
He's rolling to see if Amaya's eyes.
You don't like that?
A small meteorite. In my head, you take 47 points of bludgeoning damage. No. But they're just chatting up a storm, not paying any attention to us.
Whiskers will tug on Amaya's sleeve and point to the elven woman.
Yes. Well, what about her?
She take message? Yes, yes.
I'll ask.
Oh.
Maybe you let one elf to another.
What?
You give like maybe you let one elf talk to another.
Is Ygir's an elf?
He was an elf.
Okay. Ygir's not very good at talking with people, though, is he? No, it's okay. Weirdside and I can handle this.
What?
Well, I'd rather have you help me talk to her than Ygir. Alker and I were the ones who talked to people.
How many people does it take to tell them to send a message?
Okay, fair, one person. Alright, she'll walk up to the group of people.
They'll all just kind of stop talking, like each of them finishing like a sentence, you know, and then making sure their conversation's wrapped up, or they know where they want to continue the conversation at. And the chubby orc man's like, and what can we do for you today?
Oh, my group was wondering if you could take if one of you guys could take a message to Shithole for us.
That sounds like a shitty place.
Oh.
She'll chuckle politely.
The elf's just, she kind of, you see she looks a little relieved. Thank God. Sorry, but we've had so many requests to go to Bone recently. The stupid toll. People don't want to pay it themselves. Rather have us find ways around it.
Oh.
He prefers to ride his horse straight through and hope he doesn't get hit. Done it twice now.
Get hit
Good.
by what?
Good job.
Weapons?
Always hit back.
Ignore me.
She points to the athletic mill. He goes for the sneaking sort of middle of the night kind of thing.
It's always a good plan. Know how to sneak.
And the smart ones just don't go.
That's the best plan, the easiest plan.
The Amaya way.
You know what I always say?
No, the Amaya way is to fight the way through.
It's not a good day unless you get good pay.
Oh no.
she like kind of gestures to the elven woman. Would you be interested in taking the message to shithole then?
Sure, my standard rate is 1 silver piece per mile traveled.
Mm,
What's that?
Is-
Oh,
So-
about 5 gold.
10
Oh.
gold round trip.
Yeah.
That's not that bad. That's fine.
well, considering your night's 400, I guess it's not too bad. But...
All right.
It's kind of important information, and
It
will
is
save us a
kind
lot
of-
of time. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're just all gonna write up. We're gonna write up a letter and have her deliver it,
yeah.
because that's fastest. All right. Well, we can agree to that.
We out, bitches. Bye.
What?
She'll hand the letter we've written. There's 2 in there. The one from who I'm assuming, Gaius.
I figured we'd all just like write a little bit of a note to whoever we wanted and have them pass around the letter.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
Dear Whiff, I will not be home for undetermined time. Make sure daughter continues training. Teach her how to skin a fox.
What the fuck?
Maya has her own separate letter for Teresa, though.
Of course.
It's long and sappy, and she didn't want to take up space.
It's sealed by her
Hey.
tears.
Well, guys, it's been
More like
fun
kisses.
chatting, but looks like I have a
And
job
food.
to do. And
Good
she,
job.
as she walks out the door, you see her turn into a wolf and start running.
Neat.
And then off to battle in the north.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like the orcs on the bridge are giving people trouble. Nedrig or Bones should probably take care of that.
We will be passing through both, not both, we'll be passing through Nedrig. We'll have an opportunity there. Alright, off we go.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Alright, so important things to know. As we pass through Sendrig, there is actually something that catches Alker's attention.
Hmm?
Mass execution of criminals.
Oh.
Probably about 20. Public execution
How are they being killed? Guillotine.
related to the crime.
Oh,
Hmm.
I like it.
Is there any public information about the criminals?
Yep.
And
Not anybody he knew, or at least knew too well, but it hits very close to home.
mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely does not want to be in this town any longer.
It's a city.
Welcome to
In
the
the
capital.
city.
We're back in the city.
Yeah. Let's just pass through this one.
The bones of our enemy.
Alright, so as we go into Nedrig,
Sounds like a nerd from the 70s.
in Nedrig,
where
what's
Emerald-
that on your shirt? Click.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Alright, but Nedrig, not too many of us have spent any considerable amount of time in Nedrig. I don't imagine. Since it is literally a city based off of prisons and using prisoners as a form of labor.
Ooh.
Yeah, I hope not, at least.
There's quite a few mercenary guilds, bounty hunting, crime and catching crime is the focus of Nedrick.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Amaya probably would have been there a couple times then for bounty hunts.
Yeah, Ygir and Amaya stopped in frequently, but never stayed in the area for obvious reasons. Would anybody like to try to speak with some authority about the orcs, or
Amaya would. If nobody else does.
right? Is anybody gonna go with Amaya? Is Amaya going solo?
Whiskers will go with Amaya.
Alker will be like, I'm sending this one out.
Jared's not going.
Alright. I guess I can move party.
Whiskers will just hover as he follows Amaya.
Split the party. Split the party.
Alright.
No.
Amaya, who do you go to?
Amaya. Okay, so probably local.
The town guard.
The town guard, because mercenaries would expect her to like pay for this, and she would just bring it up to the guard and see if the guard can do anything about it.
And probably corrupt though.
Probably.
So, what, you go to, you get directed to a guard captain? Or,
Probably guard post. Don't want to talk to the captain because they'll probably just ignore you anyway. They're too busy.
alright, so you find a guard post. You notice the guard post has 3 prison cells with about 7 prisoners currently inside of them.
Okay.
Kinky.
There are 4 guards, each with a shining breastplate, pair of handcuffs at their side, and maces.
Okay.
I can spray you.
One of them will just look up. You notice Nedrick is a very male-dominated city.
Right.
Gay.
You're not wrong.
I'm glad. I'm
Uh,
never wrong.
what can we do for you, pretty lady?
Ugh.
Range. Well, I've been a bit concerned about. I heard there's some orcs on the bridge heading to Boln, and they've been taxing people, or they've been having people pay this toll to cross the bridge. I heard some of the messengers who tried to get across without paying the toll have been attacked, and it really worries me. She tries to act as helpless as possible.
Right, sorry, it's hard to hear a word coming out of that mouth of yours with a pair like those.
God damn it. She refrains from wanting to punch this guy.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
Right, well, I was wondering if there's anything you guys could do about the orcs that are illegally when people pay tolls to cross the bridge, threatening innocent,
That is
passerbys.
not our jurisdiction, so that's Bone's problem.
How is it Bone's problem? The bridge is closer to them.
Because Nedrick kind of covers a large portion of territory, spreading like to the river, to the north, and to the east until it interacts with Edrig's jurisdiction.
Oh, okay.
Boln funded the bridge, and therefore Boln gets to count it as part of their jurisdiction.
Well, do you guys have a way of maybe contacting the people at Boln to where you could get them to do something about it? Make, defenseless travelers make defenseless travelers feel safer being able to travel to Boln.
We send a messenger. One of the more awkward-looking guys from the back is gonna stand up. We sent a message. Sorry, you're really pretty. We sent a messenger
Ugh.
like weeks ago, and yeah, Bones aware of the situation, and they say it's our jurisdiction. And what do we say to that, boys? Bullshit. I mean, it's only our jurisdiction when they have a problem, so they can go fuck themselves. No, not our jurisdiction, not our problem.
Well, in a way, isn't it both of your guys' problems? It's disrupting the travel between the two cities.
Yep, it's only ever our problem when Bone can't solve it themselves. Bridge gets damaged. Does Bone claim it's their jurisdiction? No. We try to impose a bridge tax. We cannot. It's Bone's jurisdiction. So, it's theirs. We're done playing their silly games. It's their bridge.
Does Whiskers have anything to say at all?
No. No, he doesn't know anything about this, so he doesn't have the right words for it.
I'm trying to think of how to word I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to use like kind of reverse, or not reverse psychology, but kind of be like, oh, so you guys don't think, oh, so I guess if you are just saying it's Bone's problem, Bone must have better guards who could probably more efficiently handle the bridge situation if you guys don't think you can handle a few orcs.
Damn right. Bone gets those fancy guns from the west.
That did not work.
Damn right, we suck.
Well, they know Bone is better geared. They think they have better skill, but Bone's better geared. There's no reason they should risk their lives. Plus, they might be able to loot the corpses of the dead Bone guards if they fail. So, it's always a
Not
plus.
the orcs looted.
Whiskers will walk up and he'll ask, under common speak, yes? To the guards, in general.
They all kind of look at each other. The nerd boy just... Don't worry, guys. I studied this in school for a few months.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Donovan, can you pass me the tablet charger? My tablet's almost dead.
Oh, wow. Look who called that one. So, in Undercommon, he says, I speak Undercommon. I have a father. My name is Kyle.
Oh no! Whiskers will face palm, and he'll just say, in normal common, he'll just say, why you know go kill orc, take their things, sell for you, yes, and take gold they take from tax.
Wouldn't be ours. Be the city's.
But if you happen to take a break from being guards and do this in your own time, then it wouldn't be the city's.
That's illegal.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh,
We
I
can't
didn't know
just
that.
break our year contracts. And you know we're not going to refuse to renew it. We get more benefits the longer we continuously renew.
You guys don't get days off.
We get days off, but we're still members of the guard. That would be illegal.
Oh well, sorry, I didn't know.
I'm sorry. Man, I think we're looking at a criminal.
No, I'm just somebody who doesn't know the laws of a city I've never lived in. I've never been part of a guard, so never had to, learn to...
Maybe you should stop getting in our fucking business.
Whiskers is gonna.
What I tell you, boys, the prettier they are, the dumber they are.
Dios mío.
And that's how we get Maya arrested and executed in the same day.
Whiskers is gonna grab. Does Maya wear a cape or anything, or a cloak?
She wears a cloak.
Whiskers will grab her by the cloak and just start walking back towards the party.
She'll follow him.
He's still gonna carry the cloak.
Yeah, that's fine. You probably should, just to keep her from wanting to turn around and slap one of them.
When you both meet back with the party, they hear your gear finishing saying, and that's why you should never store your caltrops in your back pocket. Any questions?
Many.
No offense to you guys in the group, but some men are assholes.
Oh yeah, I know. How'd it go?
He just takes your gear takes a tentacle and pats Amaya on the shoulder.
They spent 90% of the time hitting on me, and the other 10% of the time calling me stupid.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No, not that they're right. No, I meant that they're, like, shitty men.
Whiskers looks at Oker and says, "Smooth."
Thank you. I'm clearly amazing at speech. He's obviously being sarcastic.
Whiskers doesn't pick up on the sarcasm and just shakes his head.
From what it sounds like, the bridge is Bolm's territory, but Bolm's claiming it's Nedrig's since there's a problem, and they're kind of just in a pissing match over the bridge.
Yeah. Whiskers makes a rainbow with his paws and says, "Not our problem, yes, yes?"
Yes, yes.
You see now why I think governments are such crude instruments, don't you, Whiskers? Sorry, Scratch. He would have said Scratch.
You guys notice the more time he spends mentored by Ygir, the less his speech impediment he developed after being tortured appears. Starting to slowly fade away.
Ygir's teaching him all the wrong things about how to be a right person.
What do you expect from me, Gear?
I guess we should just head to Balnor, and if we have time, maybe we can take care of the orcs on the way back.
You guys do notice, the weekly weather report was right. There are severe storms incoming from the north.
The North remembers.
Probably the next day or two, they will hit us. According to Ygir, the next 24 hours or so. But also according to Ygir, camping in bad weather makes for good character.
Oh my fucking god.
Amaya would make sure to get, do we already have stuff for our tents that would protect it from rain?
Ygir doesn't even have a tent, so...
Those of us who have tents.
Really, do any of you have tents in your equipment?
Oh,
Nope.
right, this isn't like Pathfinder, it's in, your standard equipment.
Nope.
Amaya suggests we buy tents. Or she'd at least love to buy her own.
Whiskers has a banana if that helps.
What?
It's very rotten.
He still keeps it.
Yeah, Amaya would like to go out and buy a tent and, bad weather camping gear.
Ygir is going to suggest we buy one large tent, because it's easier to waterproof one large tent than it is to bring, first off, to haul a bunch of small personal tents and to waterproof them.
As long as we get a tent, Amaya doesn't care.
The biggest one we can find is big enough where we can all fit, but we might be slightly cuddling.
Whiskers doesn't care.
Is there like rain boots in this setting?
Yeah.
I mean, galoshes.
Yes. I will buy that in a raincoat.
Now there are not really like raincoats. That's kind of the purpose of a cloak.
Oh, cloak. Never mind. I already have a cloak. Never mind.
Yes, it will get wet and be miserable, but
That's what you gotta deal with, you know?
There's no like rain ponchos.
Wait a minute, if my cloak absorbs elements, will it keep me dry?
Water is an element.
I don't think you can take water damage.
Damn it.
Right?
However,
Damn it!
your cape can float above Whiskers and like be an umbrella.
Hell
No,
yeah.
Also, if you get struck by lightning.
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, how much would
Hey.
rain boots be? And the tent.
Well, the rain boots are just like a really fine pair of water, not even waterproof, but water resistant boots.
Okay.
That's about 3 gold pieces right there.
Okay.
And the
I
tent
have a
will cost
question.
us about 10. I have an answer, most likely.
Can I wear 2 cloaks at once?
No.
Fuck.
We went over this when you're the
You
one who
little
said you
bitch.
wanted the cloak.
I don't remember.
Your
I was
gear would
confused.
like
have
it.
the
He
human
has
king
really
cloak.
high stealth and has only 1 magical item, and he doesn't feel weird about wearing the skin of elves.
I'll give him the cloak then.
Oh, by the way, Amaya gives Alker the dagger of venom before I forget.
Oh, fuck
Now,
yeah.
I just want you guys to think about this. Ygir is wearing a cloak made out of elf skin, very obviously made out of elfish skin. He has tentacles writhing beneath his arms. He
God,
has
yeah.
squirrel hands. And on top of that, he's an elf. So he's already a shady bastard.
I mean, like, honestly, if that's what's gonna put people off, fuck, man.
Yeah, squirrel hands? Yeah.
That-
I don't know if I can trust you though. Why not? You have elf ears.
Well, no, I mean, like,
um,
if what's gonna put them off is the cloak and not the tentacles, like, that's their problem.
they're just really big into anime and stuff, man.
It's called hentai and it's art. You know that?
Moving on.
Whiskers will offer to sit atop Verdzag's shoulders with his cloak so that he does not get struck by lightning for being so tall.
Verdzag will accept this.
Whiskers secretly hopes that this prevents Verdzag from going bald.
Actually, slightly speeds up the process.
Oh no.
Birds, I know. To make sure that Ygir is not too disturbed in the rain, he will turn into an alligator.
No!
I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to you.
Austin, what is it with you and alligators?
I don't like him.
Have you ever
Are you,
interacted with an alligator?
What did you say?
Have you ever, like, interacted with an alligator?
Kind
Yes!
of stupid question is that?
I almost got ate by an alligator.
Well, see, that's why I was curious.
wait, what?
Another time. We're doing D&D.
Okay, okay.
I do want to know this story at some point.
But
I'll hold you to it.
are we gonna brave the storm?
Whiskers is fine with it.
Yes.
Alright.
Sure.
So as we leave the city of Medric, along our way, the winds begin to pick up. And it is slowing down our pace significantly. Would you like to continue pushing through the winds, or try to find somewhere in the forest that's sheltered enough from the
Forest
wind?
is probably our best bet because.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Man, you guys are playing right into my trap.
I mean, let's continue forward.
Trap!
Everywhere is a
We
trap.
set up camp for the night. We find a nice, thick portion of trees, thick with 2 C's. that blocks most of the rain and most of the wind. Ygir creates a bonfire. And tries to keep the fire going as long as he can using magic. Or eventually succumbing to sleep. Is anybody gonna keep watch, or are we gonna rely on the halberd?
That only works within 30 feet. We should probably do a watch. Maya will volunteer to take the middle shift.
Ygir will take the first shift.
Alger can take a shift too.
Alright. So. Nothing happens.
Cool.
Alright.
Can we fight a pack of werewolves?
Not yet. But I do have something similar to that planned at some point, so
Hell,
stay tuned.
And they'd be giant werewolves
Stop it.
with tentacles.
Stop it.
Alright, so in the morning we wake up. There's still some heavy rain, but the winds have died down and there's no longer any lightning. So we're gonna be
Can I
slowed
roll
down.
to see if... Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, go ahead.
It was a joke.
Okay. We'll be slowed down slightly, marching through mud, but not as bad as before. As we
What?
It's a heavy rain reference.
Wait, what? Can you repeat that?
Can I call out to Sean?
Press X to Sean?
Yeah?
Alright.
Press X to Jason?
Yeah.
Alright, but as we continue, we pass by a family of traders actually, who
Are they dead?
no, they aren't dead. They just look god awful, unprepared for the weather. It's actually a family. There's oh god. They appear to be a human family, and they have 2 kids in the back of the wagon who, as we walk past, just seem to be screaming at each other.
Ugh. Fucking kids. So glad daughter's not like that.
Yes, if Data would like that, I'd have to kill her.
You could just teach her not to be like that.
I was absent during her whole being raised period. She's beyond that.
No comment.
Whiskers makes a gesture of eating a baby off a cliff.
Yes, that would be a rather good method.
Whiskers, maybe not.
Defective. Yes, yes.
No, Whiskers!
I have been teaching him many things about the world. You should appreciate my education.
Oh, Lord.
If it were not for me, you all... well,
What?
I take my comment back.
Okay. If I just see Whiskers, I don't know. Never mind. I just don't want him to be doing some Ygir things.
Viscous, is there anything I do that you would not like to do?
He'll just shake his head.
Ygir does like an owl neck turn towards Alger.
Oh god!
Good.
Well, there's your answer. He
Ah,
just
fuck
snaps
you,
his head
Roy.
back forwards.
Guess he showed me.
Right. As we get only a few miles past the family, you see, well, not see, you hear it first. You hear the screaming of a child running towards us.
Maya immediately turns around and sees what's up.
There appears to be a human kid, a boy, running towards us. His face covered with a little bit of blood. His clothing, while the rain has kind of washed a lot of it away, seems to be covered in some kind of webbing.
Some kind of what?
Webbing.
Webbing?
Yes. it's just
Whiskers will run up to him.
Maya runs up with Whiskers.
Oh god!
Maya like kind of squats down to get on the same level as the kid, and it's like, okay, just tell us what happened. It's okay.
Take a spider lady!
Back where the wagon, where your wagon is?
Yes.
Okay,
Naked spider lady attacked us and took our rings.
Okay.
Your rings? Oh.
Do you want us to go back to your wagon and?
Without even asking, Whiskers just bolts for the wagon.
Oh, fuck.
Alright. Amaya turns to Alker and is like, Alker, can you watch him? You're ranged. You can stay by him, right? Stay in the back of the group.
I suppose, yes, that's
Okay.
alright.
Thank you. And then she'll signal for the rest of us to follow Whiskers.
The things I do for Amaya.
Alright. As we all approach, you guys see that the wagon itself has been tousled around a little bit. One of the wheels is broken. The entire thing is covered with webs. And you do see both, both parents, so that's a plus,
Alive or dead?
alive.
Okay, good. Just double check.
You see the one kid that you guys are with right now,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a gnome currently running towards the party from an opposite direction with the other kid.
Oh, is this where Zach comes in?
It is!
Whiskers tackles the gnome.
Oh, it's my kid?
Yeah.
Alright. Hey fellas. So you found my son.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Alright. Cool. That means I don't have to watch him.
The father just stands up. He's joking. Come on.
Oh.
Alright,
Sorry, I'm not good with kids.
First
So,
off, my kid is taller than he is.
So
Ah.
what exactly happened here?
It's fine. I apologize, Demon Man.
It's okay. I appreciate it.
So, you passed by us an hour ago. We were just heading to Nedrick. I mean, we're traders from Balham. And
Nedrick's got the good shit.
we had some rings we wanted identified in Nedrick. Thought we could sell them to a few of the bounty hunters or something. and I don't know. We didn't think anything of it. They were magic. We don't normally deal with magical rings with jewelers, and I'm a gold crafter, and my wife's a jeweler, and we generally just make fancy rings, not magic. But we found them at our doorstep one day with a note attached, and figured we'd investigate. And this thing, naked spider lady, as a naked spider lady came and threatened to kill us all if we didn't give her the rings, and I figured 2 rings we just found at the doorstep with some cryptic note or our lives.
Would you like us to find her and get you your rings back?
Um,
Whiskers points to the blood on the child and says, "Where blood come from?"
oh, he fell out of the wagon.
Oh. That is all.
That is all.
If you want
Whiskers
to
is done.
get the rings back, we can. I mean, we probably can't pay you what the rings are worth, but we have some jewelry that we could give to you.
He's got jewelry. I got something a little better. Pulls out a long cylinder of paper and passes it to Whiskers.
Whiskers shakes it and looks at it suspiciously.
It just empties out.
What is it?
Uh-huh.
It was a joint.
Oh. No!
By the way, so
Man,
Zach,
how
for your
good.
sake, we had M run to the north to try to find people, and Tom run to the south where he just ran into you, and it was like, my parents are dying, come help.
Okay. Thank you. I was not prepared for that.
That's okay.
Right. Well, just out of curiosity, what did the note say, if you don't mind me asking?
Put these on, they'll help you remember us.
Did you put them on?
Oh yes, let's take magic rings we don't know anything about and put them on. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh.
A lot of bad things.
And what if it's like, remember us, like, remember your inner demons, or like, remember that one time you did that one embarrassing thing in front of everybody. Like,
I think-
rings just bring you your own personal hell.
Oh, you don't need magic rings. Remember that one embarrassing thing you did in front of everybody.
And the wife's like, we all remember the party where you shut up, woman.
Well, what direction did this spider lady run off in?
Points to the northwest, where you can see there is quite a bit of webbing in the forest. But I mean, it's all up to you guys if you want to. Honestly, we'll just pay you to take us back to Balnor if you want.
Whiskers. Can I roll for investigation to see if there are any like telltale markings of the creature other than the webbing, or
Sure.
a nature check?
Sure. Yeah, this would be
Probably survival or nature.
actually for Whiskers, this would be a history check
Oh.
A history check. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
combined with like nature and history.
okay. Total of 22.
All right, Whiskers. So you've had first-hand experience with the tracks themselves, and you've only ever heard stories of these creatures. But your clan talked about how they had to move before because of these large spider-like people. You don't remember the name. It was something like a Drider or something. You aren't sure if that's a name or if you're thinking of the word spider.
That's fair.
While he's
Whis-
doing this, oh, go ahead.
But they
Sorry.
are an ancient enemy of your clan that they had essentially just ran from because it's easier than going into the mountain to wipe them out.
Whiskers will share this information, and then he will adjust his helmet and look and make sure his halberd is ready. And he say, "We go kill."
Yes, I think we should help these people, not for really any benefit of our own, but you guys had your own personal items stolen from you. I'd like to help you get those back.
Right, well,
And you can figure out the mystery as well.
I'm sorry, I'm rather confused. Gnome man. Who are
Yeah.
you?
My name is Vinrick. I lived around here. This is honestly the most interesting thing that's happened to me in like 2 years. You guys mind if I join?
We can serve as your guide. I've rarely
Yes, yes.
hunted in these parts.
Alright, if you don't mind, of course. What was your name again? Sorry.
Vinrick.
Venrick? Venrick or Venrig?
Vinrick. You can call me Vinny
V-I
if you
or
want.
V-E?
VI.
Oh, Venrick. Alright. If you don't mind, of course.
Yeah, man. I got nothing better to do.
Alright.
I
Whiskers
was
will
just gonna
walk
go
over.
count my shit.
Alright.
Wordstag, Alker, Jared, do you want to go on a hunt?
Might as well.
Alright, I
Jared, you get
shall.
to kill.
How far are we from Ball no more?
You can look on the map.
We are another 2.5, 3 days.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
We don't have a time limit, so
Yeah, well, I just didn't know how good of an idea it was to leave these people just kind of chilling in the forest.
Your
it's
gear.
true.
Well, I can make sure that they remain safe if you all wish. However, I am your main source of healing, so perhaps. I
mean-
really hate to say this, what if we were to escort them backtrack here, and then.
We could do that.
If you guys want to feel good, alright, I got the stuff for that. Translation, I have I got good berry and healing word.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Do any of you?
No idea.
Is this gnome talk? Am I out of date with my gnome communications?
You might be. We haven't spoken to gnomes in quite a long time. Not very many gnomes in Shithole.
Whiskers sees the gnome's big nose, and he runs over, grabs the gnome, and then guides him over to the webs and says, "You sniff fine? Yes, yes."
Oh my god.
Hey man, I sniff a lot of things, but webs aren't one of them. Let's just follow where they go, man.
We should lead.
Also, did you guys say you were from a shithole? I mean, look around.
It's
You
not
say
the
you're
town.
from a shithole.
Whiskers will turn him to face Whiskers, and just hold one of his pod fingers up to his mouth to silence him.
You saw me utilize that technique on Daughter.
He's just gonna turn around and start following the webs, and then look back to make sure you guys are coming.
We're not. Amaya was gonna suggest we escort the people back to Balnor first so they get there safely.
Right. There is another option.
Which is...
We have the family come with us, stay a safe distance behind until we secure an area that they can reside in.
If we leave now and backtrack, we no find spider thing.
Yes.
It's up to the family. If they feel comfortable with that, then they can.
We also want to make sure they don't get, if we were to be surrounded, that
Yes.
they are not.
Kids, how do you feel about a camping trip?
Oh god.
And the wife's like, "All right, sounds perfect."
Alright, well, we'll make sure that you're protected.
Well, haven't gone for a hunt in quite a long time, have we?
No.
We shall be the friends who hunt together again
Amaya will
with
stay.
others.
Amaya will stay towards the
Okay.
back, towards the back of the party, with the family. That way, because she has the range of Eldritch Blast, but she can also fight in melee. Should something come up.
Whiskers will pick up the gnome and start following the webs.
Alright, well, I guess that's what I do then.
Alright. Make a survival check.
He's holding the gnome like a tracking device.
I'm picturing you holding him by his ankles and hit with his nose to the ground like a metal detector.
Like a wheelbarrow.
He is now!
I imagine that Werig is high enough where he's like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah, check out my nose.
Alright.
I'm like a dog.
Me
It's a
too.
total of 15.
Venric, you want to make a...
22.
Between the two of you, you find your way towards what you unfortunately can identify as a spider infested area.
Ugh.
But that's not the worst part, you know. Squish a few spiders here and there, whatever. However, you guys hear some very large tree branch movements coming from up above as we are searching down below. And as you all look up, you see 3 very large spiders crawling down the trees towards us.
Ew.
I would like you all to roll initiative as I prepare us.
Roll initiative, you say?
Well, that was nice.
It's a
like,
forest map!
Hey, remember when we assassinated that guy here? Oh man,
Oh,
what a
I know.
time. What a time.
Where's my dice? Here it is.
where's
Delete
us?
Kane, delete Balder.
I'm glad I finally decided to
That's
attune to my halberd because it gives me advantage on my initiative roll.
Oh my god.
Oh man, aren't you so glad I reminded you of tuning things is a thing? Auger. Oh
So
man,
have we
I
found-
deleted your gear.
So is the family still with us?
Yeah.
Okay, Amaya staying behind
They have
them?
time to run away.
Oh, okay.
Like,
What the fuck is that?
It's a turkey.
Oh. I was really scared.
Yeah, it's a turkey.
whose characters do I need? I need Auger
No, that's a squirrel. That's a squirrel girl.
and I
The
need
turkey.
Venric.
You also need your gear.
Ygir's there, he's the squirrel girl.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's the tail.
He's a turkey.
Oh, okay.
This is a really racist icon, but it is like the only...
He looks like a feather.
I'll take it.
feather red fuck.
Also, Amaya needs a name.
Amaya has a name.
Like, this is before I
Amaya.
set it to show all the names. This was our first session, guys. This is the map from our session 0.
I know, it makes me happy.
Isn't it also the one from with Regal, Elden,
Shh.
and Alright.
Hello, Ryan.
Our
Thank you for
other
saying
session
your name right.
0.
Who's
Malaria.
Malaria?
Wow, yeah, that is very racist. Way to go.
Malaria.
Oh, malaria. I didn't even say so.
What's very racist?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's
Nope.
racist. That's just a gnome.
That's just a gnome.
It's called a stereotype.
It's called you're a twat.
Alright, people, put
Aw.
yourselves in the proper battle positions.
Wait,
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
exactly what he
whiskers.
looks like.
Ah,
There's no
heck.
whiskers.
Exactly what he looks like.
As Whiskers is suddenly pulled up into the trees and you never see him again.
No!
I rolled 001 for his survival. Whiskers shall die.
Where's the spider lady supposed to be?
First off, there is no spider lady. These are giant spiders. How many times do I? Oh my god.
Well,
Thank you, Alert.
He said giant naked spider lady.
Yeah.
So did he come from the direction of these bushes?
Hold on. The
Anyways,
kid
what-
said
also-
that we're looking for a giant naked spider lady.
What is this?
Okay, well, where's the giant spider direction?
I'm finding the stats for the giant spider before I place the giant
sorry.
spider tokens. Dear God, have some patience, young one.
Well, we're just asking because we don't know where to face.
Yeah.
That is also exactly what it looks like.
Ew.
Kill it with fire.
I'm so glad my sister's not here. She'd be losing her shit.
Kill it with fire, huh?
Yeah, kill it with fire in the damp forest. Things cannot catch fire.
I do not
This
have
is
fire.
the opportune time.
I have fire. My green flame blade is fire.
Alright,
I think
so
I have fire.
add
I
turn
have fire as a reaction.
marked red because I track it with the initiative.
You'll still delete it accidentally.
I know.
That's a big boy.
It
I want to make sure that they aren't.
is a big
large.
boy.
Your
Oh,
gear
I
can
am
transform into them.
Who can you gear? Fuck,
Yeah.
man.
Fight spider with spider, am I right?
Now that I've seen them, I probably could too, huh?
It's within our CR range. Yeah.
You're a druid, right?
Oh,
No.
guys,
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
rolled.
am.
I wasn't sure.
I rolled the spider's initiative.
Oh, I gotta put mine in.
It is a good one.
Oh no.
We should probably get in whatever positions we were in, which would be Venric and Whiskers in the front, since they were the ones leading the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As Whiskers is looking around at the spiders still holding Venric.
And Maya's in the back. Can you walk through these bushes?
Yeah, it's difficult terrain.
Okay, I just ask.
Vinric is just screaming.
Bad trip! Bad trip!
Not cool, man.
Whiskers want to see Venric towards the Maya.
So I'm getting thrown now.
Yeah, you're getting tossed like a football.
I got Zach's
Oh, birds, I
initiative
could
entered.
eat him.
We just need an initiative for Whiskers.
Oh, I put my. God damn it!
Did you hit enter?
Put it in 3 times! I did hit enter.
Alright. Spiders act first.
I nat 20'd and they act first. God damn.
Yeah, it's called they also nat 20.
Fuck.
And they have higher dexterity, apparently.
You got.
Those are some. Fuck, I don't know what I was gonna say.
Those are some. Oh.
Those are some bugs?
Those are some fuck.
Alright. Whiskers. A spider just runs down a tree, charging towards Whiskers, running around the side of one of the trees, and just reaches out with its little.
Attack of opportunity, though.
They're dumb. What do you expect?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just reminding him.
Yeah, he has
Oh,
that
okay.
Because
ability
it's something
now.
new that I've got.
Ooh.
Alright, so that is a 18 plus 7.
Yeah, no,
Pretty sure that's gonna hit.
that'll
So.
hit a giant spoder.
Alright, and that is a total of 8 damage.
I don't know why I rolled an advantage or disadvantage,
I am scared.
but quite conveniently I rolled the same number no matter what. That's a 19 to hit.
I am scared. Oh, you're rolling his attack. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was a special effect.
No, 19 to hit.
Yeah, no, that hits.
Okay. What's Whisker's AC now?
19.
Oh shit. That was a lucky roll. Make a Constitution saving throw, Viskers.
Heck!
Oh no.
What is it?
It's 14.
You succeed.
Yes.
So you take 5 points of piercing damage. And 4 points of poison damage. Already halved.
Okay. So it was already halved.
Yeah.
Because I was typing it in as you said it.
This spider is gonna shoot a web at Jared. Jared, does a 20 total hit you?
That's a yes.
Yeah.
Alright. You are currently restrained. Your speed is 0. Attack rolls attack rolls against you have advantage, and your own attacks have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dex saving throws. As an action, you can attempt to do a strength check to break out of the web.
Okay.
And the spider is going to run up this tree, looking down at its helpless little kitty cat prey. Initiative spider is going to stay out of the fight so as to not get itself killed. Deleted from the initiative. Actually, it's going to climb up this tree and spit a web at Venric.
Wow.
That's like a 23 to hit Venric.
Yeah,
Venric,
you know that hint.
you are currently restrained as well. Amaya.
Amaya's gonna run around here and use her action to attempt to help free Jared.
Alright.
Sticky webs.
You could try to attack the webbing, but the issue being, it is on top of Jared.
Can I use like a strength or athletics check to like pull it off of her, or?
You can make an attack roll. Since you have a longsword, this is fairly easy. You
Okay.
kind of stick it inside the webbing a little bit and start cutting.
Okay, I'll try that. That is a 17.
Ooh, you hit.
Would this be one-handed or two-handed? I'm guessing one-handed, so I can.
One-handed.
Yeah. That is 11 damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's spider web. It cuts. That's Amaya's action. Alright, Birdzug.
I don't know, I like that you're measuring things off of Verdzag.
I was just making sure they're within Eldritch Blast distance.
Oh, believe me. That fucker in the tree right in front of me, that one. Can we have colors on the spiders, please?
Yeah.
That would make it a lot
Besides
Red
for
is-
the initiative spider.
I'm not going to give them colors, I'm going to give them icons.
icons, whatever. It does, a way to be able to talk about
Scully
it.
Boy.
I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at Scully Boy.
And Frowny
That's a-
Boy. And Initiative
that's a-
Boy.
That's a 25 and a 10. I'm guessing the 25 hits.
That works.
The 10 does not, right?
10 does not hit.
Okay, that's 14 damage.
Alright, the Spoder. Lauren, stop.
I'm sorry.
We don't need your hiccups at this moment. Spoder is still alive.
Either.
Fucking rude.
Well, you do blast off
Sorry.
one of its legs. And it looks mighty upset at Birdzeg.
What was this one?
I'm a bitch.
No, he shot a Scully Boy.
Oh.
Heck.
What is this symbol?
Frowny Boy.
Oh,
Brown?
I'd
Oh,
almost say
it's a
land grab.
Or that one. But are you gonna move at all, Birdzeg?
No, I'm gonna stay within the confines of my precious team.
Alright, Viskers.
Yeet! I'm about to make 3 attacks on this parent frowny boy.
Geet is
No,
right.
it's lemon grab.
Oh, that's not one. Oh, that's another not one!
You guys notice
Well-
his Whiskers is facing his childhood fear of spiders.
My
Aww.
first attack is a total of 15.
15 to hit, just barely hits it.
Okay. Okay. Alright. That's 14 damage.
And combined with your opportunity attack, Whiskers has his eyes closed and is just flailing around. He doesn't even realize that he's killed the thing, but he's still swinging. His helmet might have fallen a little bit to cover his eyes.
I rolled 2 nat ones in a row.
Alker.
Well, okay. So we got this boy and we got this boy
Yes.
left. Okay. Shit. Okay. Let's just. Yeah, I already had my bow out from the earlier thing, so I'm gonna go for red boy just because he's far.
Red boy.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm attacking your red boy.
It's okay. You
Fuck.
miss.
They're all going for Alker next turn.
All right.
Alka,
Well, that's my turn.
I seem to have remembered you as being a better shot than that.
Oh no, I've been horrible with the bow this whole time. Don't know why.
Half stick to the rapier. Jared!
If they're up in a tree, can Jared still reach them?
They're only about 10 feet up, so they're... Jared can do a little hoppy hop. Actually, the one that's dead...
I thought this game was dead.
Yeah, they're only a little hippity hop away.
Jared fly yet?
Can
Okay,
Jared
well-
fly yet?
That's like level 14, isn't it?
Yeah, she got
Oh.
troll regeneration.
Oh.
Either way, I'm gonna do a little slashy on this guy.
Alright, I will say, with the jumping, you only get one attack.
Okay.
But you hit it.
Woo.
You make it count. You make it count. Your gear will run around the tree and shoot an arrow. Your gear hits with an arrow. That's unheard of. Your gear always missed. What's this? 12 points of damage. As that spoder is a dead. From a combination of Eldritch Blasts and everything else. Finrick.
Alright, Vinrick, seeing that he's tied up, goes, you know what? This is fine. And then he is going to cast...
Does the
Ice
spell
Knife?
you're casting have a somatic component?
Oh, alright. In that case, he's going to cast Chill Touch on the red one.
Does that have a somatic component?
Oh, okay. Yes, it does. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. He's going to cause fear in the red one. Because all of my good spells have a somatic component.
Alright. What's the saving throw? DC?
Wisdom 13.
Ha! It made a 14.
Is it a spell or ability?
The saving throw?
Oh, the cause fear.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
a spell.
spell.
I
Well-
tried using it in D&D Beyond, but I couldn't find it.
That's all I got.
But it's okay because the spider is going to actually just start running away,
No.
leading you towards its lair.
Hey guys, I did it. He's scared now.
How far away does it get on its turn?
That far
That
away.
far.
Looking at a range of something. Is it still within 90 feet of
Use your
Amaya?
ruler.
I have to
Yes.
go
Use
back
it.
there. Amaya
It is
put the
70
hunter's
feet.
mark on it.
Is gonna what?
Put hunter's mark on it.
Alright. Is that a saving throw or anything? Or just.
No.
Alright, yeah. You
I
can
just have to concentrate on it.
more easily track that son
Oh,
of
is
a
that
bitch.
not a spell? Oh
Um,
no.
Hunter's Mark is a spell, but
I can't. It's not on here.
oh, only results from the 5e SRD are included.
Oh, okay. So
Oh, I think of Raybot also got hit with removing non-SRD content.
basically, I just do an extra d6, and I have advantage on perception or survival checks to find it.
Hi, Blizzy.
So it's easier for me to find it.
Are you guys gonna like try to kill the thing or just let it flee and
Yes.
follow it back?
Let it
Bird
be.
Kill it.
Zag will kill.
Kill it.
Oh, please.
Whiskers
please.
votes to track it.
Amaya asks to please just let it lead us to its. We can kill it when it gets back to its home.
If we track, we kill more.
Yes, exactly.
Hmm.
Bird Zag is still gonna shoot a Eldritch Blast.
God damn it.
No, don't make me waste my spell.
Oh, that's a 2 and a nat 20.
God damn it.
Alright.
Just-
Roll your crit damage.
Sorry.
That's only 14 damage.
It's still alive.
And now it's wounded and bleeding.
It was
It's
already wounded and bleeding.
ooey gooey goodness.
Do you guys know spiders have blue blood?
Anyway, Amaya will help Whiskers and Venric crack the spider.
Vinric is
have-
gonna get free first.
I only have Hunter's Mark up to an hour though, so
It's okay, it only takes about 40 minutes of tracking it.
okay. It just gives me advantage on survival checks.
It does seem slightly confused. It might have some brain damage from the Eldritch Blast. It seems to like perform a few circles in moments where it's just like, yeah, Spider Bro, you kinda already been here.
Whiskers can now move 110 feet.
That is a lie.
It is not if he dashes.
I can move a whole 50 if I dash.
But is that
Okay,
because you
what
just
are you
added in the 30 feet?
Hitting on your mic.
It
Is the
was like
flying the bonus action?
No, so essentially you can. So essentially, Whisker's base speed is 30 now.
Oh, okay. I
And he
thought
can
that was
choose-
adding 30 on
No.
top of.
So the way it works is, to simplify it, make it 30-30. But he can do any combination of walking and hovering up to
Oh,
30
okay.
feet per move.
Anyway, we should.
Alright, make a survival check at Mucho Advantage, oh.
I did. I got an 18. Do they get advantage for me helping them out though?
I mean, it's good enough.
Okay, I just asked because I only add 1 to my survival. So
Alright, 23?
Yeah. So we're actually led to what looks like a small pond area, which has a cave system beside it that leads down into the ground. There is a sign written in Undercommon. If Whiskers would like to read it.
Yes.
Alright. Sign reads, beware. This cave has new owners, and we do not like bears.
And we do not like what?
Bears. There's
Oh.
then
Ygir can read that,
another
can't he?
note written beneath it that says, bears can't read, dumbass.
Hmm.
Ygir can read Undercommon, can't he? And he
It's
can
like
read
You
read
hear
everything.
reading any language. Ha 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 ha.
Wait, can he not read?
Your gear reads at like a 4th grade level tops.
Did Whiskers tell us what it says though?
Yeah, Whiskers will turn around and he'll say, it says bears.
You're like,
What?
I can confirm one of those words is in fact bear.
What about bears?
Only one.
You guys ever fight a bear?
Your gear will just like, I can become a bear.
Bear not hard,
I
kill
don't know if I
kill.
can-
No.
Insert gay joke here
I cannot.
What?
about bears.
I don't get it.
Moving on!
I can
Moving
become
on.
a boar.
Well, that seems rather boring. Ha ha ha.
Vinrick high fives him.
Bear
Or, well,
with
low
me now.
five.
Oh.
Alright, well. Family. We need to figure out what we're doing with you all. There are large spiders in the area. Do we take them into the cave? Protect them throughout the whole process? Or... Spiders do not like water. Just hide underwater for the entirety of us solving this.
They can't breathe underwater.
Of course they can.
Hey Donovan,
Yeah?
why is there a wolf token?
Because that's from, like, one of the last times I used this map. I don't even know where the wolf token is.
It's up at the top.
Oh!
I asked you
Oh.
earlier, but you never responded.
Also, wasn't this random tree?
Look, man!
Guys, be nice to Donovan. He works very hard for us.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Donovan, no.
First I go to work and have a bad
Sarah?
day because those damn Catholics bought over 600 fish.
That's a lot of fish.
It is Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I
How
come
long
here
does that
and get
last?
criticized by you.
Into Good Friday.
When's Good Friday?
The Friday before
Middle of
Easter.
April.
Tuh.
Middle of April.
Oh yeah, I know everything about religion.
It's I only know this because I think it's on the 12th. It's on the 12th or
I was-
19th. I don't remember exactly.
I mean,
the
Lent's
date.
only 40 days, so...
I was gonna make the same joke, but no.
40 days is kind of a long time.
Alright,
No,
but
it's not.
Anyways.
what would the party like to do about the family?
Amaya will suggest one of us could always stay behind and protect them.
Whiskers
Alright.
is gonna walk up to the father, and is gonna hand him his shield and short sword to borrow.
I don't know how to use these.
You don't need to. You just... I don't know what accent that was.
Whiskey becomes a different person.
Well, he does have a father in his life now.
Christ.
Oh. He says, you know, use, no. Just in case, but you come with. Yes, yes?
Ah! You're just like, Whiskas, this is your first test of being a man. I want you to lead these bumbling idiots through this dungeon. He doesn't say dungeon, he says cave. Yes, Alka, you are one of the bumbling idiots. I will protect the family.
Amaya will show the father some like basic moves with the sword.
He doesn't need the sword. I will protect
Oh,
him.
okay. I didn't realize he no longer had the sword.
Whiskers will take the sword and the shield back and then puff up his chest and walk into the cave.
I'm counting on you, Whiskers. Alright, and here's the important question. Do you guys need combat maps that are just cave rooms? Or do you
Yes.
not?
No.
Nah.
I'm a needy person.
I prefer having them.
Alright, then we'll go ahead and we'll pause for the night. And I'll make an actual map.
Doesn't even need to be good. It could just be like this is wall.
I'm sorry, who are we talking to? Who are we talking to? Do you think I am some half-assed DM
Like
I
me.
do have a
that
request for the
reuses
maps.
the same
I was just trying to
forest
make
map
it easier.
over and over and
Oh.
over again? Huh?
And the same river or path leading across the river map.
And having an accidental wolf token on it.
I have a request for the cave maps.
Yes?
Can they all be dick-shaped?
No.
No.
I knew that was...
Oh. Okay.
I hear Sarah.
Never mind.
Alright, well guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here because I have at least one needy player, 1.5, I'll count Propane as half.
Because he's short.
Yeah, he's short enough.
I'm not
So-
that needy.
Tune in next week for a smallish bit of combat, a little bit of exposition, and a whole lot of adventure. See you next time on the Kleppo Chronicles.